So let me be honest here. I don't like this warframe. Not even a little bit. But this is definitely something to be desired for. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. There's me, Hunter here, and today we are gonna be working with Caliban. I don't enjoy this warframe. Like, not really that much. Like from the day he was released, like Caliban when he was released, like with the new war, he was kind of just eh. It was not really that fun. He was just like okay-ish. It was just there. Everybody was like really happy for like new war and stuff, but like Caliban just kind of disappeared in the fog of war. But he was not really that good anyways back in the day. He was like his abilities were clunky, his power level scaling was weird. Like he just didn't have any kind of specific playstyle, and nobody kind of knew like what the fuck is he even supposed to do. But then DE saw that and they were like, okay, let's fix that. Because recently they have been giving that love to a lot of warframes. And I'm gonna be working on like Oberon and Warban too, especially Nidus, because I really like Nidus. So he's getting a new rework as well, so yeah, that's gonna be fun too. But yeah, like they're doing that. So I tried Caliban again, but because the first time I made him, I kind of just deleted him off my inventory because he was just that much dog shit. So yeah, I tried him again, and this time he is it's quite fun. Yeah, I'll say that because damn, like this guy has some power. Like he can deliver a lot of damage if you know how to play him. That's the case. Yeah, this build was like kind of weird to make because like I never really worked with summons, as I have previously stated in one of my videos. I don't like to work with companions. A lot of people do. I am not one of them. I don't really like working with companions. But this is the first time I made a companion build, and I know people tell me like, oh yeah, Summoner's Wrath is really good on Caliban because of the summons. I didn't use that. No, I didn't use that. I actually have this kind of in a different setup. So without further ado, let's see what I did and let's see what Caliban can do. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe, that helps me out a lot. And let's go on with the video. Let's start with the abilities and let's start with the passive. Basically, this passive is quite simple. If Caliban is on your team and if you are playing Caliban, then you and your allies will take 50% resistance to the damage you're taking. Basically, whatever hits you, you are just 50% resistant to it. You will take less damage from it. It's really good for you if you're playing solo, if you're in a team. Yeah, that's also very nice. Don't really care. Razor Gyre. You basically spin forward, infecting enemies with Tau Status Effect. Now, what is Tau Status Effect? So, for example, if you infect an enemy with a heat damage, and for example, the heat damage takes for 100 damage. If the Tau damage is already on them, now it will hit for 200. The heat damage will take for 200. Tau damage basically amplifies your other status effect damage, if that makes sense. You spin forward, you get some healing, and you get some shields, and you also get some refund on your ability cast if you hit enemies with this spin to win move. And you also apply Tau status effects on them, so they are basically more vulnerable. Sentient Wrath, you thump on the ground and makes the enemies lift them in the air. You just lift them in the air, that's it. And they have more Tau status effect. That means they take more damage, that's it. Lethal Regenerate. You basically summon 3 types of sentients. One are melees, one are the ones that you shoot guns, and the other one are basically summons who are basically summoners themselves. They summon their own constructs and they also provide shields for your team. And lastly, Fusion Strike. You basically strike 3 beams in one place and enemies become more vulnerable to your damage. And they have status effect of the Tau status effect. That's it. So yeah. That makes sense? It was simple, but we can work something with it. Now the build works in a very simple manner. You summon your gun sentients, which are these ones. And then you give them a damage amplification, and then you lift them in the air, the enemies in the air. Now they all have the Tau status effect, as you can see. You can see the sentient logo on their head. So now they are basically vulnerable to all of your status effect damages. And that's what we are going to use to kill them. Does that make sense? We're not gonna be using the fourth ability though, because we kind of have a different plan for that. The fourth ability does strip enemy armor like this. As you can see, their armor is down. But we don't really care about that because we are gonna be doing way too much damage anyways that we don't really need to armor strip. This build will work regardless of you do armor stripping or not. But if you want to do, I have an option for that. Now when it comes to build, I have replaced the fourth ability with a roar because yes, we don't want. Like the thing is, I know I can use Summoner's Wrath, but the problem with Summoner's Wrath is it's capped at 75%. And yes, it does give me a bit more bonus damage, but I would rather have Curse Apparitions armor stripping because it's just like, you know, more damage anyways, because the less armor the enemy has, the more damage you do. And with that, Roar would be my damage amplification because this will scale with my most augmented, as will go way higher than Summoner's Wrath. In the end, for defenses, we are using Redirection because we want more shields. Augur Reach because range is important. Range. The augment that I will talk about in a bit. Blind Rage for more strength, duration, strength, and some energy flow. And we are using Kamisado because we are going to be using summons and we want to boost our summons to get more damage. Now the augment is kind of unique. The thing with normally the problem with summons is that you can't really control what they do, but with this augment I can. Because if you use your Sentient Wrath, enemies are held in one place, and then if you use Razor Gyre, then you can basically get them in one place. That's what it does. You put them in one place. It's kind of like a knotless pull. And then when you do that to those enemies, those constructs, the gun constructs, will basically totally focus on them only and deal more 70% electric damage and also have increased fire rate because that will help us kill them. So the only problem that I had with summons is kinda gone because of this one augment. So yeah, that's kind of good. If you're thinking about the companions that which one should you do, I will really suggest the Panzer Wolfweiler. Why? Because it primes your enemies with viral. If your weapons do not have viral or you don't want to do priming by yourself, the Panzer will do the job for you. And you can just cast your abilities and go on with it. And if you're having energy issues, on the other hand, just use the Art of War. If you don't know what the Art of War is or the build, just go look at my Silvergod build. This is basically the same Grim War build. Yeah, I'd never change it. I don't need to change it. It's not a damaging weapon. It's just a useless. Now, if you go to how the build works, then you basically summon your constructs. Now you proc them with Roar, you boost their damage, and then you send your trap, and then you press your first ability. And now, the constructs will kill them. Let's do that again. This time, less problems. Send your trap, first ability. And they're gone. I will say at the start of the mission, you will require to get some like extra energy so you can cast everything. So just make sure to use the Grim War at the start of the battle and just cast your middle mouse button or your alternate fire, whatever that is, on a bunch of enemies so you can get a lot of energy, and then you can just go on with it. It won't really matter to you. Now, if you're really sad about you not being able to armor strip your enemies, I will suggest using Unaido instead of Madurai. Because yes, Madurai does give you more casting speed and more ability strength, but if you don't really need it, it's really not that important. Unless you're going to but if you're going to level cap or something, then yeah, Unaido would be a better option. Because yeah, maybe you are fighting against Demolish in disruption missions, then yeah, maybe an armor strip would be really nice. But other than that, if you're just going to normal level cap, anything that or any kind of mission in general, then I'll suggest Madurai because, you know, more damage, better. Now we are back here in Seal Path to bully some innocent children. I'm gonna just try to gather some energy. There we go. There we go. Now we got ourselves some energy. Now we can summon our constructs. We can do this, and then we can just wait for some enemies, and there we go, and boom. And they're all done. We just keep on doing the same thing again and again, over and over, until they're all dead. And that's it, that's the name of the game. You're a summoner, I mean, just kill them. You're not gonna be going through any kind of issues because as you can see, my overguard, not my overguard, my bad, playing Tante for like way too much at this point. But yeah, my overshields are gonna keep me alive. Everything else will just die. Oh, there's a lot of enemies here. Okay, let's try to get an angle over here. That worked a bit better than I expected, actually. Oh, I lost my constructs. No wonder. There we go, they're gone. So yeah, see, the slash procs are getting amplified because of the tower damage that you are already dealing. So I'm going to summon these, there we go, and go for it. And that's it. There we go. They're dying. I never really found Caliban that fun to play with, but after the rework, hey, I'm happy I tried him. He has become one of my likable warframes actually. I still hate Naruto though. A lot. I might make something with him as well one day. The spin to win will work. But see, I'm not having energy issues because I am getting energy refunds. I am not struggling. It's not like a Sevagot situation where you need to have a lot of energy to sustain yourself. But no, this is way better actually. The Jade Shadows Constellations update is right around the corner. It's going to be big. I can't wait to work on Sirius and Orion. They look really fabulous, and holy hell, I want to cast Doom on enemies with Orion. And I'm pretty sure you guys will be very patient to find the builds as well for both of them. And I will be happy to help you guys with it. And so I will suggest considering subscribing to the channel so you guys can get notified when I drop the videos on those two. And subscribing actually helps me out a lot. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. I am honored that you guys did. Bye bye. Hunter out.